Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
First carry for Darius Geis. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
61, match box, white.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
11.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from the... That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9, from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He's got it to Hilton. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Play action. Haskins. And the catch made by Hilton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Watch the run. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. 2nd down, Haskins. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's third down. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. Throwing on third and long. Haskins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
13.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll make it third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
You got 4. 21. 35 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Being chased out left. He completes this one to Mack. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Redskins 14, 49ers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on second down. Haskins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And the grab by Croft. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On play action, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Haskins, and that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 3rd down. Here's Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Squeeze, double.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. In this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
21. Here we go. I got this. Jim.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
21. One, Omaha.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
That's what I'm talking about. Sack all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Motion. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Looking deep for Hilton. It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in this. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
54. Mike 54. Man, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Trump. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tyler Kroft, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo over the middle, and it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football.
Here we go.
Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
56, Mike 56. 21. Hey, alert.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stack sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This is Geis. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 91 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down with Marlon back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 11 now, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And able to haul it in is Kittle.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, Geis. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Haskins to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Pettis. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
11.
From the 27, Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
21. Hey, Delta.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Dumps it off for Geis. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
54. 3 bud. Mike 54.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Kill. Turn it up.
On first down, it's Haskins. And the catch made by Hilton. And he coughed it up. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Getting it on a jet sweep. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Who that?
Now Haskins to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Second down. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The Redskins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tyler Croft with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Marr now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Redskins 45, 49ers 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check, lock.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the...
Deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Tighten up. Check.
On 1st down, this is Geis. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL